Hello my dear kids, how are you all? I hope you're doing great and doing well at home. Right? When we are going somewhere, so what we will do? We are going somewhere, right? So now we are going to zoo. So what we will do? We'll prepare we'll get food, right? So the thing which is very important and in our life is what? Cloth, right? So whenever we dressed up, so we should look neat, right? So that only we are going to learn for today's class about what? Dress design, right? So we'll wear many clothes, right, in a different way, right, different designs, right? So the every design and every culture has different clothing, right? So when we are wearing something, it should look neat. That only we can tell people how the people are, right? So if they dressed up very neatly, how it looks, you feel good, right? So if you see someone who's dressed up very neatly, you will observe that person, right? So clothing is not because to attract, to be neat, right? So cloth is very important in our essential. It is essential for our life. Why? Because it protects us from the heat, from the rain, from the dust, right? So it protects us from every possibility. So clothing is very important, right? So nowadays, right, so before that there is a clothing, right? So but they don't know what about the clothing. They have started inventing how the traveling have improved, how the roads have improved, how the houses have improved. In that way, the clothing is also improved, right? There's first, they usually tell, yes, this sari is only for girls, jeans tops only for boys, but nowadays everybody wearing everything, right? So that is what we say improvement. Doesn't mean the people, the designs have changed, only that have changed, right? So there is, for our ladies we see saris, chudidar, kurtis, right? So jeans, they will wear jeans, denims, and many other things the girls wear. Even for the boys, they will wear denims, shirts, jackets. There are many other things. Kurta pajama, right? So what improvement we have seen, right? So we know we are wearing the ready-made sari or whatever the final product, but we don't know from where we are getting these, right? So we'll go to shop, we'll buy something, we'll buy a cloth, right? That only we know. But before, what is the procedure, right? So every season have different clothing, right? So we don't wear when it is very heat. Do you wear sweater? No, right? When it is very cold, you'll wear a thin cotton dress? No, right? So every season has different clothing, right? So when it is summer, right? So when it is summer, so we'll wear cotton clothes, right? So when it is winter, so we'll wear wool clothes, cotton cloth. right? So when it is winter, we'll wear wool cloth like sweaters, shorts, jackets, right? So when it is rainy season, we'll wear raincoat and clothes which protect us from cold, right? So every season has different clothing, right? So in the summer we'll wear cotton clothes, right? So from where we get the cloth? This cotton, right? So there is a procedure when we are getting the cotton clothes from shop. There is a procedure, right? So the farmer grow cotton. It's like we'll get how the flower grow, right? The same way the cotton also grow. Okay, so from the farmer, right, from the field, right, from the field we'll get a cotton. So what after they will do? They will clean it, right? So they will clean these cottons. Okay, there is a seed in that. Okay, so after taking out that seed, they will send it to the merchant who will make threads. So from where they will make threads? So from spinning wheel, charka, right? So the Gandhiji, you have seen the Gandhiji is using this charka, right? So it's like this, right? So from there they will wave the cotton, cotton threads. Okay, so after the cotton threads, they will send it to the manufacturer where the cloth were producing, right? So where they will do a clothing, they will put color. So we'll wear many other color, right? So if this is a cotton, right? So what I'm wearing is cotton. So for the pink, right, there are many other colors in that. So for that what thread they will color, then they will wave. Okay, that's a machine, it's waving machine, right? So in that they will wave they will put the threadings, then it will wave, right? So after waving we'll get the material like white only, we'll get a white cotton material. Then what will happen? So we'll get a cotton material. Okay, after that they will put color. Okay, then it will go to the market, right? So the people will buy those, right? Some of those they need material, some of those need ready-made. They will send that material to the tailor, right? He stitch the whatever, whether it's kurti, pajama, whatever the things he will prepare, he will get stitched and it will go to the market. Then we will buy that final product, right? So this is what we'll get, cotton clothes. Now wool, from where we get wool? So it's from the animals, sheep, right? So from sheep they will cut the wool. Okay, the same way they will clean that wool, right? After that they will from the spinning wheel, they are taking the they will make thread, then after that the weaver does the same thing, weaving. Okay, then they will put colors, then we'll get a wool cloth like shawls from sheep and even from the rabbit also we'll get the wool. Okay, from sheep and rabbit. Okay, so from these animals they will shave those animals. Okay, they will shave the animals. Okay, they shave these animals, from there they will get a wool. Okay, so sheep wool is little harder than the rabbit. So if you touch the rabbit, you feel that, right? So from a rabbit will get a very smooth skin, right? So they will shave and then they will turn into thread, then they will weave, right? So they will weave the thread and color it, then after that what they will do, then they make into what, then they will make into the final cloth, right? Whatever the ready made, whether it's a shawl, whether it's jacket, whether it's other thing, right? So from sheep and the rabbit will get the wool. Okay, now from the then what we will wear in a rainy season, right? So from in a rainy season, right, so we use raincoat, which is made by the polythene, right? So if you see it's like a waterproof, right? So it is made with many other things, right? So that then we will wear the clothes which protect us from cold, right? So that only we are going to learn in the chapter. So we know from where we get the cloth, right? From the cotton and wool, from wool, and in a rainy season what we'll wear, like a raincoat and all, right? So but we'll get some, we say silkworms. Have you heard the name silkworms? Yes, the silk. So your mother used to wear the silk saris, right? It made with a what? Silkworm. Okay, so and this is what? Cocoons. So these are the insects that leave they leave threads, the shining threads. Okay, so this is very expensive, right? So if you see, cotton is available very easily, right? Wool cloth, compared to this is expensive. Sheep or a rabbit, if you paying for the what, sweaters and all, right, we pay more, right, because it's by the animal, right? So here cotton the farmer grow, right? So that is available very easily, right? In that we can see many other types like linen, polythene, right? So we'll get many other things. But silk, it from the cocoons they will leave what, the skin which is very shiny, right? The same cocoons, right? So the insect is called cocoon, right? It's like a caterpillar, right? Where the silkworm leave the thread. So by using that thread, they will do the same thing, wave and to the spinning machine to waving, and after that they will mix the color. Those colors are natural. When we are using for the for the silk, we use natural colors, so that's why they are more expensive than the other cloth, right? So we'll see lesson 23, dress, right? So here it's what? Food for satisfy hunger, right? Tent for protection, right? So dress protect us, our body. Light clothes for summer, waterproof clothes for rainy season, woolen clothes for the winter season, right? So dresses are very important to cover our body, right? So it protect us from heat, rain, cold, dust, right? So here variety of dresses of different colors, colorful dresses of different yarns. So dress is essential for everyone, right? So everybody need what? Everybody need this cloth, right? So how it is like essential. It doesn't mean we can't live, but it is very important. How the food is important, like that only even the cloth is also very important. So write the names of different dresses you wear, right? You can write skirt, pant, t-shirt, shirt, sherwani, sari, langa blouse. There are many other things, frocks, right? Coat, trousers. So we can write many other things. Okay, so stick the pieces of cloth prepared from different yarn. Name the types of yarn. Okay, so yarn means what? The thread. Okay, so here we can tell what? Cotton, right? From the we can cotton, wool, right? Silicone, what? Polyester, silk. So we can take a small pieces of that and we can stick into that. Then down you should write whether if it is cotton cloth you should write cotton, if it is polyester you should write polyester, if it is what? Wool, then you can write wool here, right? If the pieces of silk you can paste and write the silk, right? Like that you should write and done this activity. Who am I? I am made of wool. All wear me during winter. So what is that? Sweaters, right? So we'll wear sweaters, right, in the winter. Everyone likes clothes made of me. In summer, farmers grow me in the field. So it's a cotton cloth. By using different pieces of cloth, prepare small model of dresses and stick them below, right? So you can make, like if you draw frock, okay, so in this part you can take cotton, I just draw here, okay, here you can take cotton here and here you can stick silk, okay, here you can make what? Sleeves for with wool, okay. So with here you can tie ribbon, right? So you can tie ribbon with the polyester, right? So you can make a small activity, okay, it will be more fun, kids. So collect the picture of different kinds of dresses and stick them below, okay. So you can take the pictures, right? So whether it's dress, whether it's frock, kurti pajama, chudidar, sari, so whatever the pictures you got you can stick here, okay. So here identify the different steps of preparing your dresses. and write them here. Make the use of clues given. Okay, so from field what we are getting? So we are getting cotton here. Okay, so from cotton what we will do? We'll go to cotton to yarn, right? So we'll first cotton, then we'll get a yarn. Okay, then we will weave the yarn. Okay, then after we getting the yarn, what we will do? We will put color. Okay, so after color we'll get a cloth. Then we'll go to the tailor. He will stitch the dress and he will get ready-made dress, right? So you have to write step by step. Okay, I'll just write here. So from first what we'll get? We'll get a cotton from the field, right? We'll get a cotton from the field where then they will clean it, they will take out the seeds, then it will go to yarn from the spinning wheel, right? They will produce yarn. Or there is now before they use these spinning wheels, but now we are getting all the machineries, right? So then after that they will wave this, waving, the waver wave this, right? We know about in occupation the waver, right? So he have worked to wave the cloth, right? So after getting the yarn, so he will wave those threads like yarn. Okay, then after that we will give color. Then we will get a cloth, right? We'll get a white cloth. So cotton is white, right? So we'll get a cotton cloth which is white. So after that they will put color into this, right? So after giving color, so what they will do? So after the color it will go to the market, right? And we'll get, or to the tailor, he stitch the dress. So he'll get the dress. Okay, so this is what we learn about clothing, right? So about clothing, right? So the dress, from where we are getting, from which animals, so how we get the final product, final dress. Okay, so this is our first session, we know about clothing. So for the second session, so let me learn about the way, the people, how they way of wearing clothes, how the culture have changed the wearing of clothes, right? So let's see in the next class. Okay, so until then you practice, okay, you try to finish these activities. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a great day, kids.